What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC tournament. So if you're new and you're wondering what this is, you happen to be stumbling across this. This is a tournament me and my community put together of 72 characters that have the potential. Doesn't mean they're gonna happen. They just might have some potential. So and then it's a tournament, and each day on my channel, except for Sundays, I upload one of the matchups from the tournament, and then I kind of go over, a few points for the character, why they could be in the game, why that might make sense, and then down in the comments, we vote for who we'd rather see between the two characters as a DLC character. You can vote for both, but you only get one vote, so make sure your vote counts. So today's matchup is Heihachi from Tekken series, taking on Sceptile from the Pokemon series, and I'm very curious to see how this is. Sceptile's name gets thrown around a lot just because people want a grass starter. I'll get to that in a second, but the rest of the rules, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times. You lose once, you drop to the loser bracket, you lose from there, you're done. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I flip a coin on camera. You guys will see that, and that's just the best and fairest way to break the tie. So, otherwise, I already said only one vote per person, but you can vote for both. That is totally an option. It's completely fine. So, I guess with all that out of the way, let's get to the results from last Monday, which was Tracer from Overwatch taking on Kamek from the Yoshi series, because I think more people would probably put him, especially reading the comments, more people would like to see Kamek as a part of the Yoshi series, because Kamek is kind of one of the main reoccurring bosses in Yoshi. So, where are the results? So check this out. So Tracer's an interesting one because it's not a character that people are really asking for, but I think it's definitely in the realm of possibility that Overwatch and maybe Tracer happens, but Kamek actually pulls off the victory. Check that out. 45 votes. There we go. 45 votes for Kamek and only 17 for Tracer. So Kamek, big win there. Moving on. Congrats to Kamek. Moving into the next round of the winners bracket. But again, double elimination. So Tracer lost once. Tracer just drops to the loser bracket. One more loss. Then she's done. But with that out of the way, now we get to kind of jump into this matchup for the day. So we already said who's in it. Heihachi and Sceptile. Nah, I think this could actually be a really fun matchup. So let's start with Heihachi, right? Heihachi from Tekken, from Bandai. One of their most, Bandai's one of most popular, just recognizable franchises, especially along with the character. A lot of people. This was like you can kind of debate it, but for the longest time, Heihachi was the face of the franchise. Some people are saying, no, it's not him anymore. And I get it, story-wise, they might be shifting away from that, but Heihachi's still probably more recognizable to maybe casual gamers, we'll say. But, Tekken is a fighting game franchise, so you already got a moveset made. Boom, done. Heihachi's already, you already got that box checked off. Popular, yes. Relevant, when was the last Tekken? Did the Tekken just come out last year, I believe? So, he's relevant. So he's got all the big boxes checked. So, let's talk about the fact that Sakurai did try to include Heihachi in Smash Bros. Wii U 3DS. He did, it was some article or interview that he did where he said he wanted, he tried to get Heihachi, but he couldn't quite get the character to work. He couldn't get the character to feel like themselves. I believe it had something to do with always facing forward or something like that. And I guess, hey, this time around, Ryu actually has that from Street Fighter, is always facing, in a 1v1 battle, will always be facing your opponent no matter which side they're on. You don't have to manually, look at the character that you're facing in a 1v1, so he just does it for you. So maybe that could have been like an issue. It was an issue for Sakurai. I don't know if there's more to it than that, but Heihachi never ended up happening for Wii U 3DS. We did get the Mii outfit, which was still something. So, there's always that saying, give Sakurai a little bit more time to figure out, and plan to, fix a problem that he had with a character, and, that character might end up getting in. So, maybe, Sakurai had a little bit more time. Maybe it was just the, how we wanted the character to face forward all the time, facing the other character. Maybe that's all it was. And if he's got that down, especially with Ryu, same thing. There you go. You got him in. So I know there might be some other characters like Jin, Kazama, probably the biggest one that people might rather see for a Heihachi, for a Tekken rep instead. But Jin's not in the tournament. We're just going to talk about Heihachi. So, did you know that Heihachi is actually in Smash Ultimate? Not a lot of people know this, but he is. I don't think he's a spirit. And if he is, let me know, but I'm almost positive he's not a spirit. But he's actually in Pac-Man's Taunt. Look at this. Heihachi is in Smash Ultimate. There you go. The elder version of Heihachi. So, what was that quote that Reggie said? Characters for the Fighter Pass, they're going to be characters that are new to the series. I mean, okay, good. They're all going to be new to the series, right? We already brought back everybody. So what does it actually mean? New to the series. Like, if they were a trophy before, does that kind of exclude them as well? Because, I mean, if you're a trophy, you're technically a part of the Smash series. So I don't know. Bandai overall does have quite a bit of franchises that they can pull from, and them working on Smash, could be Nintendo could look to them and, hey, as a favor, we would love to put another Bandai character in the game, and Bandai, I'm pretty sure they got somebody off the top of their head. They'd be like, boom, we want to do this. So it could happen. We'll end up seeing ultimately, but so Heihachi would make a great fighter for sure. But we'll see what happens with him. So let's move on to his opponent, right? Sceptile. Now, Sceptile has always been one of the... He's always been a character whose name gets thrown around when a new Smash game comes out. Because, we all know that we have a fully evolved Fire Starter in Charizard and Incineroar. We also have a fully evolved Water Starter with Greninja. We're kind of missing that Grass Starter. Coming into Smash Ultimate, a lot of speculation was it was going to be Decidueye to kind of round out the trio, the fully evolved final forms of the starters for Pokemon, Fire, Grass, and Water. Didn't happen. We ended up getting Incineroar, but Sceptile was still a character that was thrown around. I mean, it's from Pokemon. I mean, if you come from Pokemon or fighting games, you're going to already have a moveset made for you. So you already got moveset checked. In terms of if a fully evolved grass Pokemon starter, in this case, got into Smash as a playable character, Sceptile's probably has to be at the very top of that list. I know there's not a lot of grass starters. What is there, like 8 or 7 or something like that? So there's not a ton, but Sceptile's probably the favorite. I know Decidueye would probably still get quite a few votes, but I don't know. Again, you could make the argument Sceptile's not going to be in because if they do another Pokemon, more than likely it's going to be from the newest generation that's coming out on the Switch later this year. I mean, it's going to be Nintendo's biggest game of the year. They're going to probably promote it, and not probably. They will promote. Let me rephrase that. There's a chance that they could promote one of the new playable or one of the new Pokemon by making them playable in Smash Ultimate through the means of the DLC Fighter Pass. That is I still think it's highly likely. I mean, it's going to be, okay, I don't remember exactly how Reggie worded it. Was it, I think it was just characters that will be new to the series. So, essentially, we could still have a Gen 8 Pokemon. We could still have a new Fire Emblem because, you bring in a new character from those series. Well, technically, if they're brand new to their series, they're going to be brand new to Smash Bros. So, I've always thought it's highly likely we get a Pokemon rep through the means of DLC, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't. I know that sounded weird, but I don't know. Sceptile, I like the character. I really do. He was, back in Gen 3, he was the starter I picked personally. I love the character. Who was it? Who else was it? Torchic and Mudkip, right? I think I ended up going Mudkip eventually, and then Blaziken's awesome, but Charizard's a better final fire starter, just saying, but sorry. But I don't know, Sceptile's character actually did pretty well in the Fighter Pass, the Smash ballot that they had. It was a character that was getting voted for. Again, we take that for how you want. The character did very well on this Smash ballot, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get into Smash because they already picked who they wanted. But different topic, sort of. So, characters, you already got both these characters. Moveset, I guess I would say Heihachi probably has the overall edge in popularity, but they're both relevant. Anytime there's a new Pokemon game, all the Pokemon are going to be in, except for Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. Obviously, they only had the first generation in there, but I don't know. Sceptile's a very interesting one. I would personally, I'm a fan of Pokemon. I grew up with it. I would love to see a kind of that round out the trio, the starters. I'd love to see that. But I mean, to see Heihachi in there too, we could get, and especially if we got like somebody like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, and then we could finally have like Mortal Kombat versus Tekken or something like that. It'd be, I don't know. This one's weird, but I'm gonna go this way. I'm going to vote Sceptile. I'm going to go Sceptile on this one. I think I would like to see the character a bit more. I don't know. I'm just going to vote Sceptile. That's all I got. So let me know what you guys got down in the comments. Who you voting for, Heihachi or Sceptile? That's going to be it for this one. So sneak peek for tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow's a weird matchup. We have Medusa from the Kid Icarus series, one of the main villains, taking on General Rom from the Gears of War series, of all things. Somebody requested it. I was filling out characters. I needed a few character slots left. General Rom was a name that was requested. Boom, there you go. That's how General Rom ended up in this tournament. So, yeah. Otherwise, we will also get the results for... Oh, this is going to be good. I took a sneak peek at comments. I didn't tally anything up. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. But the matchup is going to be Pure Nikos against Shadow. That's the results we'll get. And that one actually could be an upset. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I think I have another video coming out later today. I think I do. It's a DLC Fighter Pass predictions revised version. So anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.